Question for David Wood. In a video, you said you will become Muslim if someone showed you one scientific miracle in the Quran. Are you ready to become Muslim?
I don't remember saying that, but yeah, if you want to show me a scientific miracle that meets all the requirements, yeah, let's see it.
Hello, everyone. Today we're going to discuss a popular claim made by Muslims about a supposed scientific miracle in the Quran, specifically in Surah An-Nisa, verse 56, which is said to explain pain receptors. Many believe this verse is proof that the Quran predates modern scientific knowledge. But is that really the case? Or is this claim merely a forced modern interpretation? Let's take a moment to watch this debate video.
Okay, well, can someone share Quran 4:56?
Chapter 4, verse 56. So 464, right?
Yeah. So,
Okay,
so David,
okay,
when I pinch your arm, you feel a little pain there, right?
Yep. I feel all kinds of pain, especially if you burn.
All right,
me or something.
cool. Well, if you look at this verse, it says, Allah says, we're gonna peel your skin and then we're gonna create new skin for you, so you can feel pain. It's talking about pain receptors, well before pain receptors were discovered in the skin. So this is a scientific...
Look, guys, why are you laughing? Go ahead.
This is a scientific miracle, and I want you to take the Shahada right now.
Right now, David.
Right now.
Right now.
First, we got to verify that it is indeed a scientific miracle.
5-6, not 6-4.
Quran 456 does not provide a detailed scientific explanation of how pain works, especially regarding pain receptors or other biological mechanisms. Instead, the verse merely states that burned skin will be replaced with new skin to ensure continuous suffering. This is more of a description related to metaphysics and theology, not a scientific explanation. This approach primarily conveys an image of suffering in the context of the afterlife, which cannot be tested or verified scientifically. If the purpose of this verse were to deliver a profound scientific insight about pain, it would have explicitly explained how pain is generated in the body through nociceptors, nerves transmitting signals to the brain, or other physiological processes that modern medicine now understands. However, such information is entirely absent from the text. This is an example of eisegesis, where modern ideas are read into an ancient text to align it with contemporary scientific discoveries.
I'm so excited as well. I can't believe David Wood is finally becoming Muslim.
Yeah, if this awesome argument pans out, sure.
We shall change. So this argument is saying that that it's talking about pain receptors before pain receptors were even invented or discovered.
That is correct. So let's read it. Let's read a few translations of this. So this is Surah 4, verse 56. We're talking about hell. Lo, those who disbelieve our revelations, we shall expose them to the fire. As often as their skins are consumed, we shall exchange them for fresh skins, that they may taste the torment. Lo, Allah is ever mighty wise. Yusuf Ali, those who reject our signs, we shall soon cast into the fire. As often as their skins are roasted through, we shall change them for fresh skins, that they may taste the penalty, for Allah is exalted and power wise. So the argument here is Allah is saying in the Quran that he's going to burn off your skin, but then he's going to replace it with fresh skin so that you can feel the pain and the torment. So the question is, how could Allah know that there are pain receptors in the skin? This is miraculous scientific knowledge. Is that about right?
Absolutely. Now repeat after me, David. Ashhadu.
He hasn't accepted it yet.
We're not done yet.
Is it Muhammadur or Muhammadan? I need to know, just for personal.
It's Muhammadan.
Go ahead.
So I'd be interested in, since Thaddeus said he's not familiar with this one very much, I'll just give my general response is that any burn victim could have told you that. So even if the Quran is saying that that whatever makes you feel pain is in your skin, you'd have to, in order to show that this is something Muhammad could not have known, you'd have to show that he never ever encountered or never met anyone who had encountered a burn victim ever, because once you get your skin severely burned, you no longer feel pain on that spot. And so anyone could have told anyone, I mean, anyone could tell you if you just pointed out, hey, if you pinch me, you feel the pain. So, okay, pinching's got something to do with pain. You could take burn victims who've had their skin burned off. Oh, they don't feel pain there anymore. And so it's to claim that this is miraculous scientific knowledge. Again, even if that's what the Quran is saying, this seems like it would have been fairly common knowledge. And so this would fail to meet the third requirement of Hamza Tsortsis on proving a scientific miracle in the Quran.
The claim that the description of pain caused by burning in Quran 456 is a scientific miracle is entirely baseless. The fact that burned skin causes pain is common knowledge that was well known even long before the time of Muhammad. Simple observations from daily life, such as when someone is burned or suffers a burn injury, are sufficient to conclude that burned skin causes pain. This does not require deep scientific knowledge or divine revelation. Thus, calling it a scientific miracle is an attempt to attribute an extraordinary status to something that was actually ordinary within the context of that time. Furthermore, the description in this verse does not provide new information that precedes modern scientific knowledge. The claim that this is evidence of a scientific miracle in the Quran also relies on a forced interpretation of modern knowledge into an ancient text. Muslims who support this claim attempt to read modern scientific discoveries into a text that actually contains no specific scientific references. If the Quran were truly scientific, why does it not provide clear and detailed information that surpasses human understanding at the time?
That's not true. It's always believed that pain was from the brain, even back in Muhammad's time.
What? Show us that. Yeah. Show us that they believe pain was in the brain. Pain was in the brain.
Actually, if Muhammad claimed that the brain sends pain signals, I would be very impressed by that, actually.
No. People believe that it was the brain that was responsible.
People didn't even know what the brain's function was.
Yeah, we're interested in this brain claim you just made. So where are you getting the fact that people thought that pain was in the brain? Because that's far more recent knowledge. That's far more up-to-date scientific knowledge than saying that, oh, skin has something to do with pain.
No, it's actually the other way around.
Okay, then just asking for the evidence.
Yeah,
I can't show you the evidence right now.
Okay,
but
that's fine. That's fine.
But you can if you have any spare time, you can look this up yourself. People believe that it was the brain that was responsible for pain, but it was actually the skin.
Okay, what we're saying is that this goes against everything we know about ancient peoples, because they thought that feelings were in the heart and in the intestines and all kinds of things. And so we actually find it interesting if you have evidence that they were thinking in terms of brain function. Now, they would have had some evidence for brain function involved in various things, because if you could get a good whack in the head and all of a sudden you get a concussion or something. So they should have had some idea about head injuries and so on. But yeah, so skin, again, any burn victim could tell you, hey, I just got my skin burned off and I don't feel pain there anymore.
No, Muhammad never encountered a burn victim, because this revelation was before any war he encountered. So before any war he went into, was revealed.
You're saying that people never burnt themselves accidentally?
No. He never experienced any of that. He's living in the desert. Okay, so there's I mean, like,
they don't have fires in the desert?
No, you don't. You really don't, because everyone's always covered up with something. So
okay.
What I'm saying is, people believed it was the brain, because when someone was unconscious...
You're embarrassing us. You're embarrassing us.
Hey, shut the hell up! I'm trying to respond!
Whoa, relax.
You're embarrassing us. What are you even saying?
I'm not embarrassing anybody, okay?
You're embarrassing us.
No, this is a scientific miracle.
He's got a point.
And you have to agree this is a scientific miracle.
No, I don't have to.
You want people to come to Islam, and you're saying this? Bro,
absolutely. Why not?
What are you even saying?
I'm saying that this is a scientific miracle.
No, just get to the next point. This is just nonsense.
You just want to have an opportunity to talk. That's why. You just want this.
I agree with Muhammad.
Blah, 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 blah.
This Muslim increasingly appears absurd in his claims. Before the era of Muhammad, the knowledge that burns cause pain was already universal and widely understood in ancient civilizations such as Greece, Rome, Egypt, and Persia. This was neither a groundbreaking discovery nor something requiring divine revelation, but rather the result of direct observation from human everyday experiences. When someone comes into contact with fire or hot objects, they feel pain. This is a fact that anyone can understand without the need for supernatural explanation. Furthermore, ancient laws such as the Code of Hammurabi, 1750 BC, and medical texts from ancient Egypt had already documented treatments for burns and basic understanding of their effects on the human body. Even the medical writings of Hippocrates, who lived in the 5th century BC, demonstrated an understanding of how burns affect the body. All of this shows that pain from burns was not a new or revolutionary concept that should be considered revelation. If the claim that burned skin causes pain is regarded as divine revelation, it undermines the true meaning of revelation because it equates revelation with common knowledge that had already been possessed by human civilizations long before Muhammad was born. Revelation should provide knowledge that surpasses human understanding of its time, not merely restate what everyone already knows from direct experience. If the Quran truly intended to demonstrate its divine nature through scientific knowledge, its revelations should have provided specific and detailed information unknown to humanity at the time. For instance, a description of pain receptors, nociceptors in the skin, how sensory nerves transmit signals to the brain, a scientific explanation of the central nervous system and how the brain processes pain. However, none of this information is mentioned in Quran 4:56. The verse merely states that burned skin will be replaced with new skin to ensure the continuation of pain. This is a metaphorical and theological description, not a scientific explanation. The concept of pain caused by fire or burns is not exclusive to the Quran. Many ancient traditions and religious beliefs before Islam had already used the imagery of fire as a symbol of suffering and punishment. For example, Jewish tradition. In the concept of Gehenna, fire is often used as a symbol of punishment for the wicked, Isaiah 66:24. Christian tradition. In the New Testament, Jesus speaks of the fires of hell where suffering will never cease, Matthew 13:42. Greek mythology, punishments in Hades are often depicted as involving fire and eternal torment. Thus, the idea of punishment with fire causing pain is neither new nor unique. The Quran simply reiterates symbolic concepts that already existed in various earlier traditions. There is no evidence that the Quran provides any new scientific knowledge that surpasses previous civilizations.